Hello guys, Matthew here and welcome back again to the Tech YouTube channel. The offering of more budget-oriented gaming headsets is probably at its peak right now, and not so long ago we got yet another contender for that segment from the popular manufacturer of gaming peripherals called Roccat and their Cross model, which today stands in front of me. Just by taking a quick glance at it, you could easily guess that this will be a pretty compelling product, based on some of the features which they are pointing out on the box. While going inside of it, you'll get your user manuals and two different connection cables with two separate purposes, more on that later on, and here we have the headset itself. Although it's mostly made out of plastic, I was really surprised how good it feels in hands, very sturdy and nice to the touch all around. It has an almost rubberized feel to it, but on the other hand, I personally never had any complaints about Roccat when it comes to build quality of their products. They are a German company after all. The design and aesthetics of the Cross series is also reasonably attractive on account of its fairly minimalistic and simplistic approach, although I wouldn't be surprised if some users declare it a bit boring. On the side of the ear cups you'll find a small glossy line as a detail which stands out, while on the headband we have this stitching holding in the surrounding leather-like padding. Speaking of the padding, comfort-wise the headphones are a bit smaller in size, but despite of that they are pretty flexible, so they easily fit even on bigger heads, like for example on mine. Since they are not that big in size, they are consequentially light too, and that combined with a decent padding on the top and the ear cups, the headset turns out to be very comfortable during use. There is not a lot of wiggle room in the ear cups, but it's still enough to make them properly sit on your head, especially when we have this stretching mechanism for the headband, which is actually made out of aluminum and which gives that satisfying click sound. You are probably wondering where's the microphone for this headset, and alongside of a really small volume rocker on the left ear cup, just below it you'll find a 3.5mm jack connection point. In it goes the microphone, from which directly extends the connection cable itself, which goes into your end devices via your common separate audio in and out 3.5mm jacks. Although this is a pretty cool and practical solution in some ways, I would still like to see it being separated, especially since this way it's possible that in some point you can unintentionally pull out the cable together with the microphone, since it doesn't have any firm locking mechanism. The microphone itself is very flexible and compact, not too long as you can see it here, and it pretty much stays put where you leave it, while you will get a dedicated mute switch on the braided cable itself. Putting that aside, let's hear an audio sample using it for recording. This raw audio recording was done using the microphone on Roccat Cross headset. The recording quality is definitely above average, with some slight static noise in the background, while the sound quality and my voice overall seem to be very clean. Feel free to tell me how does it sound in the comment section below. Is it any good to you too? Thankfully, this model also comes with another type of cable with inline microphone and control, sort of like ones for smartphones, and it uses 3.5mm 4-pin TTRS connection, so you can actually use it with a smartphone or a tablet, or even a notebook that has that kind of combo jack. Performance-wise, the 50mm neodymium drivers are delivering quite a punchy and distinctive, almost beats-like bass, which can sometimes overcome the surprisingly clean mids and highs above a certain volume loudness, especially since these headphones can get pretty loud, particularly compared to those USB-powered ones. The soundstage in games is also really impressive and immersive, the feedback of your surroundings is precisely represented, and all in all I didn't notice any issues when it comes to sound orientation. Bottom line, these are good all-around headphones, they do not underperform in any way considering its segment. I just only wish they were leaning more toward the $50 mark, as its main competition is really strong when it comes to this part of the market. That's it guys for this time from me. Thank you once again for watching. Feel free to toss me a thumbs up if you like what you saw, that really helps me a lot. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this product or if you want to leave your suggestions, and of course feel free to subscribe for content further down the line, or you can check out some of my other videos from before. Until then, catch you later guys.